Hi and welcome to Red Seal Recruiting's video series on preparing for an interview for trades and industrial management positions. My name is Ruth. I'm the manager of Red Seal Recruiting Solutions and I've worked in human resources and recruiting for over 10 years. Interviews can be nerve-wracking. The hardest thing about interviewing is interviewing for a position you really want. You get nervous and you aren't able to articulate answers effectively. Being prepared will boost your confidence and help you rock that interview. Try to remember to relax. If you didn't have the skills that they were looking for, you wouldn't be getting the interview, so you're almost there. An interview is designed to draw out your strengths, find out what motivates you, and what your personality is like. They want to know if you'll work well with their existing team. Preparing for the interview. And when you apply for the position, print and save a copy of the job ad. Often when the interviews occur, the job ad is no longer posted. Look at the job description. What skills are listed? Think of an example in your experience that demonstrates each of the skills and practice these responses out loud. Explaining a situation or example to someone who's never worked with you before is difficult. You need to think it through. Look at the company values on the homepage of the website. What matters most to the employer? Lots of industrial companies have safety as their #1 priority. So what questions can you expect about safety? What about, tell me about a time when you saw a coworker doing something unsafe. What did you do? Know as much detail as you can about the company. There's tons of information out there. What do they do? What do they sell? Who are their clients and suppliers? Who would you be interacting with in the position? When are their peak business times during the year? What can you tell them about the community and location? Knowing about the community is extremely important for jobs where you would need to relocate. Be sure to go through standard interview questions. Employers will always have their own twist on each question, but the root of the question will remain consistent. Interview questions. Remember to look back at the skills listed on the requirements for the job and think through, what's an example of when I've done this before? What skills do I have that qualify me for this position? And why would I enjoy this task as part of my next job? It's important to give the interviewer a variety of examples from different places of work and different positions to give the best overview of your all-round experience. The question, tell me about yourself, is often how interviews are started. This question is meant to help you relax, to give you a question that you know the answer to. So don't say, it's in my resume, or read your resume back to them. They've looked at a lot of resumes, and it's difficult to keep everybody straight, and they want to see how you articulate your experiences. Answering this question sets the tone for the interview. Don't get into your personal life, and keep it focused on relevant skills, experience, and education. You should aim to have it completed in about 10 minutes. What is your greatest strength and weakness? When outlining a weakness, be sure to end this on a positive note, showing what you are doing to correct or amend this, and only give one weakness. Also, don't highlight a fatal flaw that would have you blacklisted from all positions. For example, saying that you don't respond well to authority would be a deal breaker for almost any position. Stating your strengths is the time to sell yourself as the perfect person for the position. Even if you're not asked a clear "tell me your strengths" question, your responses to other questions should highlight your strengths. Put a positive spin on your experiences. In a negative experience, such as a difficult coworker or mistakes or injury, etc., it's important to emphasize what you learned, what you now do differently so it won't happen again. Don't ever throw an employer or coworker under the bus in an interview or talk about them in a negative way. It just makes you look bad. No one wants to work around somebody who's negative and complains. Behavioral-based interview questions are based on the widely held belief that past performance and behaviors are the best predictor of future performance. These are the "tell me about a time when" type of questions. You can definitely expect a few of these within your interview. Here's how you can prepare and respond to these types of questions. Determine your skills and strengths and tie them to actual experiences which exemplify each one. Give details and specifics to the interviewer. Understand the job description and recall specific actions and behaviors that address the required skill. Be sure to avoid vague proclamations of skill. Small, precise actions and behaviors are more important than unsubstantiated claims of job success. Structure your responses in the following format: problem, action, result. What was the problem or circumstance? What action did you take? And what was the result or outcome? Be honest in your responses with behavioral-based questions and ask for clarification if needed. Never make up an answer. Employers will call references to confirm scenarios. That's all for now. Remember, the purpose of an interview is for the employer to understand your strengths, find out what motivates you, and what your personality is like. For a list of example interview questions, please visit our website. Thank you for watching.